Welcome to our audio commentary coverage. This broadcast is not an official product of this competition.
Fernandes and Patrick Dorgu are playing behind Brian Mbeumo. As for Manchester City, well, Pep Guardiola makes 3 changes following their semi-final first leg in the Carabao Cup on Tuesday against Newcastle. Gianluigi Donnarumma, Rico Lewis and Rodri are all brought into the first 11. That means James Trafford, Nico O'Reilly dropped to the bench. Matheus Nunes is not in the squad at all. So this is the Manchester City first 11 in goal at Gianluigi Donnarumma. Rico Lewis, Abdulkadir Kusanov and Max Alain and Nathan Ake are the rest of the defence. Rodri is the holding midfielder with Antoine Semenyo, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva and Jeremy Doku playing behind the main man, Erling Haaland. The referee for this afternoon is Anthony Taylor. As Pep Guardiola comes over to shake the hand of Michael Carrick in the hot seat at Old Trafford. Will it be the theatre of dreams or the theatre of nightmares for the former Manchester United midfielder? It's a very, very difficult start for Carrick this afternoon. It's a 12:30 kickoff. After this game, we've got to play Arsenal at home next Sunday. We are ready for kickoff at Old Trafford. It will be Manchester City who get us underway in the English Premier League. They'll be shooting from right to left. They're in their traditional light blue shirts, white shorts, light blue socks against Manchester United in their traditional red shirts, white shorts, black socks, and they are shooting from left to right, and we are underway at Old Trafford. It's an early touch for Nathan Ake, the former Bournemouth defender, of course. Playing at left back today, he can play in the centre or at full back. Pep Guardiola has kept faith with the partnership of Kusanov and Alain for this afternoon as Doku tries to make an attack on the left-hand side for City. He's able to keep hold of the ball, but eventually Casemiro goes down and Manchester United earn a free kick on the near side. I mentioned Nathan Ake there. Of course, Manchester City are closing in on another major signing in this January transfer window. They've, of course, already signed Antoine Semenyo, who I'm sure we'll talk about as this game progresses, but it does look like they're about to sign Mark Gehi from Crystal Palace. That transfer was confirmed. Well, it wasn't fully confirmed, but it was confirmed that it was about to happen by Oliver Glasner, the now outgoing Crystal Palace manager. What an electric press conference that was yesterday. Glasner revealing that Gehi was coming to Manchester City, but also that he was going to leave Crystal Palace at the end of the season. But the belief is that a deal has already been agreed in principle to sign Gehi for £20 million. And apparently he will have a medical at Manchester City tomorrow. That's according to reports. But it's a really loose touch by Ake on this near side. He's just kicked the ball out of play, and Manchester United have a throw in City's half. It's Diogo Dalot preparing to take it. Dalot playing at right back today. He tosses it back to Harry Maguire, who's playing alongside Lisandro Martinez. Interesting to see Maguire on the right side of the defence. Shaw plays the ball forward. Really taken down nicely there by Bruno Fernandes. Tries to release Dorgu on the near side. It's a low cross, and it has to be turned behind the goal by the Manchester City defender Kusanov. That was a really good attack on the left-hand side by Carrick's side. They have an early corner on the far side. The last time these two sides met in this fixture, it was a goalless draw. How we hope that won't be the case this afternoon. As Bruno Fernandes over the corner, he raises his right arm. Cross comes in. It's a really deep one towards the back post, and I think it's rattled off the crossbar. And then Foden tries to clear it, comes off a Manchester United player, and it goes out for a goal kick, and all eyes are on Harry Maguire. I think it might have come to the England defender at the back post. He meets it at the back post, and he rattles his head against the crossbar. A really good chance for Harry Maguire, but he was unable to find the back of the net, and he knows that that could have been the lead for Manchester United, and Michael Carrick knows it as well. And it remains goalless in the 4th minute at Old Trafford. City play the ball forward to Erling Haaland, being marked very closely there by Martinez. City have the ball with Bernardo Silva just dropping deep for City, collecting the ball off the centre-half Kusanov. Now walking between the two centre-halves with the ball, he gives it to Max Elaine. Elaine in the side today. He's actually played the last few games following his loan spell at Watford. City having a few defensive injury worries. John Stones, Ruben Dias, Guardiola, all injured at the moment. So that is why they're getting reinforcements in Mark Gehi. So it's a Manchester United throw on the far side, just inside their own half. Luke Shaw holding the ball. Throws it towards Dorgu. Runs into two City players, but Mainu is able to retain possession for United, but the pass over to Diogo Dalot isn't a great one, and City pick up the ball with Jeremy Doku. He gets a slight nudge there by Amad Diallo. Diallo has been penalised as City will get a free kick just inside United's half on this near side. Interesting to see that Diallo and Mbomo came straight back into the first 11. They've been away at the Africa Cup of Nations, but Manchester City dally at the back, and Mbomo's nearly through, but it needed the alert goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma to come quickly off his line and make a really important challenge. But City now have the ball and they're bringing it forward, running at the United defence. Ball goes out wide to Semenyo. He's twisting, he's turning, he breaks into the box. United are able to clear. It's Kobe Maino who just kicks the ball out of play. Twisting, turning run from the new signing from Bournemouth, Antoine Semenyo. Going to make quite an impact for Pep Guardiola's side. It's Max Elaine. Nathan Ake on the near side. City in United's half. It's a loose touch by Doku. Left-sided players aren't keeping great control of the ball. Doku and Ake so far miscontrolling the ball and letting it go out for a throw on the near side. It was a really weak pass back by Elaine, which nearly allowed Mbumo through, but Donnarumma got there just before the Cameroon forward could get there. Luke Shaw now right back, left back even, for Manchester United. Plays the ball down the line to Dorgu. Inside to Casemiro. He plays it first time forward to Bruno Fernandes. He controls it well. He plays it over to the near side to Diogo Dalot, who's got a bit of room to run into. He plays it out wide to Amad Diallo, who looks up, low cross into the box. Nearly makes its way to Mbumo. City clear. Shot from range from Kobe Mainu, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. A bit of a P-roller in the end. Donnarumma just drops the ball in front of his feet. He's back in the side today. James Trafford playing the cup game in midweek. Bernardo Silva for Manchester City. It's interesting to see how he's dropping to collect the ball for City. United now win it on the far side, although the referee has blown his whistle. I think the ball went out of play and City will have a throw instead. Rico Lewis has the ball in his hands. He's been recalled to the side. Hasn't been as much of a regular this season for City. It's Nico O'Reilly who's been playing plenty of games for Pep Guardiola's side. This is only Rico Lewis's 6th Premier League appearance of the season. Well, O'Reilly's played 20 games so far. He's on the bench this afternoon. The England left back. Kusanov. His pass is intercepted. Manchester United try to break, and the ball to Mbomo is again just too close to the goalkeeper. Donnarumma, who rushed off his line really quickly. He's really been on his toes so far in this game, the Italy goalkeeper. It's Doku on the near side for City. Plays it inside to Ake. Rodri now, the former Ballon d'Or winner. Spreads the ball over to Semenyo. Cuts onto his left foot, plays inside to Bernardo Silva. His pass is intercepted. City have the ball again with Rodri. Quick 1-2 with Foden. It's Ake. Ake looks up. He plays it wide to Doku. Diallo's in front of him. He's going to try and run at Diallo. Tries to pick out a cross with his left foot. It's intercepted. And City should have a corner kick. The centre halves are going forward for City. It's Maxilane and Kusanov. It's Jeremy Doku who will take this corner kick for Manchester City. Haaland's been marked very tightly by Luke Shaw. It's a really, really poor corner. Went straight to the near post. And Manchester United knocked the ball long, but it's going to come all the way to the goalkeeper, Donnarumma, who's going to let it run into his penalty box where he will pick it up. Rodri now for Manchester City. In the centre circle, he spreads it to his right to Semenyo. Ball goes back to Kusanov. Rico Lewis. Kusanov again. It does appear that Rico Lewis is playing that inverted fullback role where when City have the ball, he just drops into the centre of midfield. He's just collected the ball right now, Rico Lewis. Plays inside to Foden. He comes onto his left foot naturally. Tries to ping the ball over to Doku. It's cut out, but Bernardo Silva collects it. He does find Doku. His touch is a little bit loose. Dalot comes in with the challenge. He catches the player after he catches the ball, and he's conceded a free kick here. Dalot's complaining. Anthony Taylor's coming over, and he's going to show the Portugal defender a yellow card. I think it's a little bit unlucky there for the United fullback. Did think he got the ball, Diogo Dalot. Barely. I think he barely got the man. I think that's harsh. I don't think that's the right decision in my opinion from Anthony Taylor. Oh, looking at another angle. I'd take that back. He did catch the man. I completely take that back. That is definitely a yellow card. It's amazing how different replays and different camera angles can affect your opinion. Doku's back on his feet. He's in a bit of pain. He should be okay to continue. He's just showing his teammate his battle scars underneath his sock. Diogo Dalot receives his third yellow card of the season. So it's a City free kick on the near side. Bernardo Silva is just having a conversation with the referee Anthony Taylor. He wasn't pleased with that decision at all. The VAR could have a look at this if they wanted to. I do feel he was going for the ball there, Dalot. Looks like VAR aren't going to get involved. It's Foden with the free kick. It's poor again. City set piece delivery has been really, really poor. I think the offside flag went up anyway. Michael Carrick shouts instructions on the sidelines. Wayne Rooney, his former teammate, revealed that Carrick does have a mean streak in him. There's the great Sir Alex Ferguson. Watches on. Interestingly, he's sat next to his former centre half, Nemanja Vidic, wearing a little flat cap in the stands. On a cold winter's day in January in Manchester. It's Dalot. Plays it forward to Fernandes. First time pass to Diallo. Really poor pass though by Diallo. He's gifted the ball to Erling Haaland. He's running the United defence, but there's too many red shirts. The ball comes back to Haaland though. Slightly loose touch. He leaves it for Semenyo. Semenyo has a loose touch. United get away with one there. And it will be a goal kick. Really poor pass by Diallo. Haaland then ran at the United defence. It was a really important touch by Luke Shaw just to nick the ball away from Phil Foden. Really good defending from the England left back, Luke Shaw. Harry Maguire now. Plays the ball into midfield to Mbeumo. Nice little 1-2 from Mbeumo and Fernandes as Diogo Dalot's offside on the near side. Burmo's frustrated. Michael Carrick applauds the build-up play there. It was nice between Burmo and Fernandez in that build-up as Sir Jim Ratcliffe watches on. He's 2 seats down from Jason Wilcox. He's been in the news today. Jason Wilcox, of course, was the man they all say had a disagreement with Ruben Amorim, who departed the club about 2 weeks ago now. As Ake just about keeps the ball in play on the near side. And then it comes off Diallo. City take the throw quickly. It's Doku. He spreads the ball out of danger to Rico Lewis. It goes wide to Semenyo. He's one-on-one with Luke Shaw. Will he try and run at the left back? Comes onto his left foot. Clips it across. Decent delivery, and the header is over the bar from Bernardo Silva. Clever cross. Nice run from the City captain, Silva. He just couldn't get his header down. Lovely clipped cross. He got in front of Dallo Silva. Cross went over the centre halves, over Maguire's head. And Bernardo Silva knows he should have done better than that. City are starting to create opportunities. They haven't had one which is really clear-cut on target as of yet, but you just sense it could be coming soon. Dorgu on the far side for United. Manu plays it back to Shaw. He hooks it down the line for Mbeumo. He's racing with Kusanov. Kusanov just puts the ball out of play. If in doubt, kick it out. So it's a United throw on the far side. Patrick Dorgu's preparing to take it, but in the last 5 minutes, 53% of the action has been in United's third of the pitch. 43% in the middle third, and only 4% shirts, white shorts, black socks. It's the City side also wearing their traditional colours, light blue shirt, white shorts and blue socks. City have made a couple of changes at the break. Nico O'Reilly has come on and so has Ryan Shirky. Phil Foden is one of the players to have left the field. I'm just getting confirmation of the second player. I believe it is Max Allain has come off. As United have an early opportunity, a decent attack. Through Diogo Dalot, it's a low cross, but it's just beyond the pathway of Patrick Dorgu. It's about, well, it's actually about 1 or 2 yards away from Dorgu, but an early break for Manchester United at Old Trafford. So just to confirm, it's Foden and Allain off, Nico O'Reilly and Ryan Shirky on. So that'll be Shirky for Foden, will be a like for like pretty much. And now you'd suspect that O'Reilly will go to left back and Ake going to the centre of defence for City alongside Kusanov. As United have the ball with Mbeumo, but his pass is loose. Doku tries to come away with it. It's a touch for Haaland. It comes towards Semenyo. Shirky though loses possession to Martinez, but the referee has blown his whistle. There's something in the build-up he didn't enjoy there. City get the game going quickly. I'll give you a quick reminder of the two sides. For United, it's Lamens in goal. It's a back four of Dalot, Maguire, Martinez and Shaw. Yes, you heard me correctly, a back four. Casemiro and Mainu are the two central midfielders, with Diallo, Fernandes and Dorgu playing behind Mbeumo. As for City, it's Donnarumma in goal. It's a back four of Lewis, Kusanov, Ake and O'Reilly. Rodri is the holding midfielder, and then Semenyo, Shirky, Silva and Doku playing behind Erling Haaland. O'Reilly loses the ball to Amad Diallo, who pulls back his shirt. Diallo keeps on going. O'Reilly then nicks the ball. That should be a free kick to United, and indeed it is, as Nico O'Reilly has shown a yellow card despite having only been on the pitch for about 2.5 minutes. A little bit unnecessary there from the young substitute. As I mentioned earlier, O'Reilly has been pretty much of a regular for City this season. This is his 21st Premier League appearance. So Bruno Fernandes is over a free kick on the far side for Manchester United. Skipper of the Red Devils. The cross comes in, it's a deep one. Headed away by Manchester City and then hooked away, but there's no one up there. So United have the ball in the centre circle with Fernandes. He squares it to Patrick Dorgu. Down the line to Shaw. It's a poor pass that from Dorgu. Goes out to play. City have a throw which they take quickly. Interesting to see Pep Guardiola made 2 changes at half time. He didn't seem too impressed with his side in the first half. United not only had 2 goals ruled out for offside, but they also rattled the crossbar inside the first few minutes through Harry Maguire from the corner. It's Kusanov. Clever play by Manchester City. O'Reilly plays it wide to Semenyo. It comes inside to Shirky. He's intercepted. United try to bring it away, but they lose possession again. City player all the way back to the halfway line to Ake, who has slipped in at centre half alongside Kusanov. Kusanov now has the ball just inside United's half. It comes out to Ryan Shirky. Shirky, of course, signed in the summer from Lyon. Looking very classy. For City so far this season, he's got 7 assists. As United win the ball, and it is now with Bruno Fernandes, who tries to play it forward to Mbeumo, who was clearly offside. He was coming back into an onside position. City have the ball with Rodri. Goes out wide to Doku on the far side. Doku will try to run at Dalot. Plays it back to O'Reilly. Inside to Ake. Squares it to Kusanov. Now with Semenyo, the new signing. Lewis plays it back to Kusanov. Rodri now has it. And this was very much the type of game that we had for long spells in the first half. City just toying with United, having plenty of possession, but United defending resolutely in their final third. Ake now has the ball on the halfway line. He squares it to O'Reilly. Back to Ake. City being forced backwards by United at the moment. Rodri to Ake. Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly tries to hook the ball forward, but there's nobody there other than Harry Maguire. Maguire brings the ball down. Haaland tries to close him down. Maguire tries to knock it forward to Mboma. It's a decent ball. Ake just about gets in front of the Cameroon forwards. Hooks the ball away. United have it again though, with Dorgu on this near side. Shaw's given him an option of an overlap. He plays it inside to Fernandes instead. It's Shaw. Back to Mainu. Martinez. Dallo just inside. He spreads out wide to Amad Diallo. Onto his left foot. Squares it inside to Dallo. Goes out to Mbeumo. Decent cross into the box. It won't find Amad Diallo as City are able to clear. Rico Lewis intercepts a pass towards Fernandes. United have it again with Luke Shaw. This is better from United. Lovely flick by Fernandes to release Shaw down the line. He plays it through to Dorgu. Who goes down under the challenge of Kusanov, but referee says no foul. And City will have a goal kick. Good build-up on the left-hand side by United. Lovely flick by Fernandes through to Shaw. Played it down the line to Dorgu, but it did look like Dorgu more ran into Lewis than he was necessarily brought down by him. Rodri. Rico Lewis. Inside to Shirky. Such a talented player. Lovely footwork from the Frenchman. Semenyo. He loses out to Casemiro. The United can't clear their lines properly. Shirky through to Semenyo, just inside the box. Being shadowed by Martinez. Does brilliantly to find Shirky. His ball forward is cut out by Kobe Mainu. Amad Diallo has the chance to break away for United, but that was poor, and that was excellent play by the City captain Bernardo Silva to nick the ball off him. A little bit bitty at the moment. City have the ball. Semenyo to Haaland on his right foot. Shot comes in. Excellent defending by Lisandro Martinez as his shot is ricocheted over the crossbar. Haaland was on his less favoured right foot, but he still was bold enough to go for the shot first time, but Lisandro Martinez did brilliantly to read the danger, come over, slide in and deflect the ball over the crossbar. And City have a corner. Bernardo Silva prepares to take it on the near side. Cross comes in and it's straight at the goalkeeper, Senna Lamens, who collects it really cleanly. He throws it out to Mbeumo. There's an excellent challenge by Kusanov, who gets a quick hug from his head coach Pep Guardiola. Big thumbs up there. And the former Barcelona and Bayern boss. So Luke Shaw is preparing to take the throw. He tosses it towards Mbeumo. It's a loose touch from the former Brentford man. City have the ball and they play it back to their goalkeeper Donnarumma, signed in the summer from Paris Saint-Germain. City, of course, have brought in James Trafford from Burnley in the summer, but then when Donnarumma became available because PSG wanted to make a change and bring in Lucas Chevalier from Lille, Donnarumma came to Manchester and is now their regular number one. As Rico Lewis plays the ball to Haaland, he tries to get a shot away with his left foot. It's blocked by Maguire. Comes to Shirky right on the edge of the area on the near side. He plays it back to Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Silva again. Nice footwork by Rico Lewis. He plays it through to Semenyo. It's well read by Lisandro Martinez, who clears the ball. Some excellent defending in the last few minutes from the Argentinian. He claims the ball came off a City player. He's screaming at the assistant on the near side, but City get the throw. It's Semenyo. Back to Silva. Side to Rodri. Semenyo again. Back to Silva again. He spreads it over to Ake, who's in the centre of United's half. Doku. He loses possession. Burmo has it. Dallo on the far side. He doesn't have many options forward. He goes down under the challenge of Doku and he wins a free kick. United will take it on the halfway line. Don't think Doku received a card for it. United try to take it quickly. Fernandez is through on goal. It's a loose touch. Donnarumma picks the ball up, but Fernandez would have been offside anyway. City get the ball playing quickly. It's Semenyo in the centre circle. Tries to play it forward. It's just a little bit too heavy. United have the ball now with their goalkeeper, Senna Lamans. Over to Luke Shaw, former Southampton fullback. Burma. Gorgu. Gorgu tries the big switch over to Amad Diallo. It's a brilliant ball. Diallo brings it down. He's waiting for support. Comes onto his left foot. Shot comes in. It's straight at the goalkeeper. Really good save. United trying to get a follow-up. And it comes to Casemiro. He tries to flick the ball over the goalkeeper, but he's unable to do it. And the ball goes out of play. Two really good chances for United. And City have their goalkeeper to thank, Gianluigi Donnarumma. It was a brilliant pass from Patrick Dorgu all the way to Amad Diallo. He controlled it really nicely. He came onto his left foot. He stinged a shot. It was saved brilliantly by Donnarumma with his right hand. Casemiro then picked the bones of the loose ball. He got past Ake. He tried to flick the ball over the goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma, and he's made a really good save. The former PSG goalkeeper with the top of his right foot outstretched. He was down on the ground. It's a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. And again, United have had the chance to take the lead. They've been unable to do so. Ake's header. Doku flicks the ball into the sky. Martinez wins it back for United. They now have it with Diogo Dallo at right back. His ball forward is cut out by Doku, and United have the throw, and I think the fans in the stadium are starting to believe. They're starting to think that they could get a victory here this afternoon for their new interim manager, Michael Carrick. United's long ball is cut out by Donnarumma, and he rolls it out to Shirky. Inside to Rodri. It's a heavy touch, but he's able to find Semenyo. It comes out to Shirky on the near side. He's running on the right hand side. He keeps running. He does a little back heel towards Semenyo, but it's well read by Dorgu. Casemiro to Dorgu. Casemiro again. He goes down under the challenge of Rodri, and City have a throw. Casemiro's not happy at all. He felt that he was pushed there by Rodri. As Bernardo Silva plays the ball back to Kusanov, and City will start again with their goalkeeper. City have to thank their goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma, because without him, they would be behind in this game. Rico Lewis spreads it out to Semenyo. He looks up. He thinks about a first-time cross. Decides against it. Comes onto his left foot. Through to Bernardo Silva, just inside the United box. Rodri. O'Reilly. City go back to Ake. He squares it to Kusanov. Shirky. Shirky spreads the ball out to Doku on the far side. Diallo's in front of him. Doku just squares it inside to Rodri. Rodri looks up. He squares it to Kusanov. City really just camped right on the edge of Manchester United's penalty box at the moment. It's Nico O'Reilly. Back to Ake. Rodri. Clever play by City, but it's a heavy pass forward by Lewis, and it's Easy for the goalkeeper, Senna Lamans, to collect in the end. An hour played at Old Trafford. And it's going pretty well at the moment for Michael Carrick. His Manchester United side have had a couple of really good chances. They put the ball into the back of the net twice in the first half, only for the offside flag to go up. Harry Maguire hit the bar. They've come close a few moments ago through Amad Diallo and Casemiro. And so for the moment it's Manchester United 0, Manchester City 0. And that's an excellent challenge by Casemiro to steal the ball off Erling Haaland. Maguire now for United. He brings the ball out of their penalty area. He glides past Jeremy Doku. A marauding run here for the former Manchester United skipper. It's Amad Diallo on the far side. Little back heel to Dallo. Fernandes. Mainu. Fernandes again. Two midfielders exchanging passes. Fernandes spreads the ball over to Luke Shaw on the near side. He brings the ball down with his chest. He plays it to Dorgu. Dorgu looks up. Inside to Mainu. United have a player down in the penalty box holding his knee. Play continues. I think it's Fernandes. Luke Shaw now. Fernandes gets back to his feet. Shaw. He gets the ball back from Mainu. Squares it to Martinez. United taking their time. Lovely pass by Martinez through to Dorgu. It's a little bit heavy. Really strong defending by Kusanov. And then he clips the ball forward towards Haaland. Martinez wins the ball in front of the Norwegian striker. Excellent play again from the defender. Is Mainu. Fernandes. Out wide to Amad Diallo. Back to Fernandes. He looks up. He puts it across. It's a decent delivery. Comes all the way to Mbermo, and it's saved by Gianluigi Donnarumma again. And City will try to break. Here comes Erling Haaland. He's racing at the United defence. But he runs into too many red shirts. But according to the referee, illegally. Maguire is down. He's conceded a foul, and City will have a free kick. And again, Pep Guardiola's side have Gianluigi Donnarumma to thank. It was a spectacular cross from Bruno Fernandes. It found Mbermo, who's coming in at the far post with his left foot. He kicked the ball down into the ground, and it was palmed away with the left hand of Gianluigi Donnarumma. I'm not the person who picks the man of the match, but so far I think City would say it's Gianluigi Donnarumma for them. He's kept them in this game, and he celebrated that save, well, the one earlier against Casemiro, like it was a goal. What a brilliant performance so far by the former AC Milan and PSG defender. Harry Maguire is certainly taking his time to get back to his feet. It was Haaland who was racing at the United defence. He got past Casemiro and Shaw, and then it was the foul from Maguire on Haaland. The two just have a bit of a conversation as Maguire gets back to his feet. So far in this game, United have had 7 shots, 5 on target. City have had 6, only 1 on target. Yet City have had 68% of the possession. And now they have a free kick. Ball is flicked over, it's headed away by Maguire. And now Mbermo plays the ball to Fernandes, and the break is on for United. It's Fernandes, he's got options to his right. He plays it to his left, to Mbermo, who shoots, and he puts the ball into the back of the net. Finally, United beat Donnarumma, and there's no chance that this time they're offside. United have the lead in the 65th minute. They welcomed back Brian Mbermo to their first 11, having been away at the Africa Cup of Nations. He was their leading scorer with 7 goals. And now he has his 8th, because Manchester United have the lead in the Manchester derby. And you've got to say they deserve the lead as well. They've been brilliant against Pep Guardiola's side. And it was an excellent break from United. It was a beautifully weighted pass by Fernandes. He was running at the heart of City's defence. He slipped the ball to his left. It came through to Mbeumo, who hit it first time with his left foot. And he's just tucked it past the goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma. The Italian just couldn't reach it with his left hand. He goes into the back of the net, and their new caretaker manager, Michael Carrick, is jumping for joy, just like his attacker, Bryan Mbeumo, who was signed in the summer from Brentford. And it's Manchester United 1, Manchester City 0. And the home fans absolutely love just what they've seen. And you do wonder if Pep Guardiola might return to the substitutes bench again. He made changes at half-time. He wasn't happy with what he has seen. And I think he'll be even more unhappy now. Of course, he's got some very talented players on the bench he could bring on. Reignite Nouri and Tijani Reinders are two of the players, but they don't have too many experienced attacking players to bring on at the moment. It's Luke Shaw for United. Casemiro, former Real Madrid, I think you could say legend for what he achieved at the club. All of the Champions League trophies that he raised during his time there. Of course, he had a tremendous midfield partnership with Luka Modric and Toni Kroos during his time there. Those three were pretty much unplayable for a time. As Fernandes plays the ball out to Amad Diallo, he's racing into the box. Shot comes in, it goes wide. Nico O'Reilly did just enough to put off the United attacker, and he was unable to get his shot on target. But again, it was United with the forward momentum. A lovely weighted pass from Bruno Fernandes through to Diallo, and he just scuffed his shot wide. Fernandes is really pulling the strings for United. His assist for Mbeumo's goal was his 9th of the season. But here's a concerning statistic for United fans. They are the side which have dropped the most points from winning positions. Well, they're the 4th highest in the division at dropping the most points from winning positions. They've dropped 14 points so far this season. As Pep Guardiola looks a frustrated figure watching on. Here's Kusanov. Semenyo on the near side. He's got Luke Shaw in front of him. It goes back to Kusanov. Ake's right by the centre spot. Into the feet of Shirky. Ake gets it again. City spread the ball out to Doku on the far side. Amad Diallo's in front of him. He brings down Doku. That will be a free kick to City, and an opportunity to whip across into United's box, albeit their delivery so far have been pretty poor, in all honesty, from set pieces. Manchester City. So Ryan Shirky is coming over to take this free kick for Manchester City. We're in the 70th minute. It's Manchester United 1, Manchester City 0. Lunchtime kickoff in the English Premier League. Ryan Shirky will take this with his right foot. Cross comes in towards the near post. It's headed high into the sky by Manchester United. I think it was Dallo. He gets a high five from his goalkeeper and his defensive partner, Lisandro Martinez. The City have a corner on the far side. Cross comes in. Ball comes loose, and Mbeumo kicks the ball away. The referee has blown his whistle for a foul, I think, on Martinez in the end. It really was a terrific break by Manchester United, and Mbeumo actually started the move off by flicking the ball to Fernandes. He continued his run. He received the ball. He put it into the back of the net. It was brilliant play from the summer signing. It was interesting to see that Carrick had decided to drop Seshko and Mateus Cunha to the bench and bring in the two players playing at AFCON in Diallo and Mbomo. And you've got to say, so far, that decision has paid off. Albeit it is now the end of the afternoon for Brian Mbomo as Carrick brings him off, and he brings on the player I literally just mentioned, the summer signing from Wolverhampton Wanderers, Mateus Cunha. Sandro Martinez chests the ball down, plays it forward to Fernandes. He loses possession to Rodri. Bernardo Silva plays the ball forward to Semenyo, who's in a more central area. He's got Shirky to his right. He tries to go alone, but there's just too many United players. Pass to Dorgu is cut out by Rico Lewis. He looks up, he puts a cross in, headed away by Lisandro Martinez. Comes out to Bernardo Silva on the edge of the box. It's blocked by Cunha. Dallo has a really strong challenge on Jeremy Doku. Gives the ball to Cunha. Casemiro through to Fernandes. It's a poor pass. It's cut out by Nico O'Reilly, and United have a throw on the far side. So Cunha has come on for Brian Mbomo. City began the day 6 points behind Arsenal. This will mean that Arsenal will have a game in hand and will have the chance to go 9 points clear at the top. This could be a season-defining loss for City if they are unable to get back into this game. Casemiro is down, he's holding his face. The referee has stopped play. Brazilian, of course, now 33 years of age. I think he just got a little knock here from Erling Haaland. He's barely been touched by the Norwegian. He's back on his feet. The former Real Madrid star. So far in this half, United have had 5 shots, 4 on target. City have had 2 shots, none on target. Guardiola's changes haven't really made a difference. It's a cross from Semenyo. It's too heavy. That doesn't find anyone. Haaland doesn't even look over to the player. He knows that it should have been better from the new signing. Haaland is looking a pretty disgruntled figure at the moment up front. City need the players like Haaland, Shirky, Semenyo, Doku to take this game to the next level. But United have coped so far at Old Trafford. They have the lead. So it's Diogo Dallo with the throw on the far side. He launches it forward. It's headed away by Rodri towards Shirky. He flicks it towards Semenyo. A little flick from the new signing. It's headed away by Maguire. Ball drops to Bernardo Silva. He plays it back to his defence, and City now have it with Kusanov. Over to Semenyo, inside to Shirky, back to Rico Lewis. Ake on the halfway line. He looks up, decides to square it. He thought about playing it high and forward. Shirky loves to do some silky skills with the ball. Threads the ball through to Lewis. Comes to Semenyo. Lewis again. Lewis loses out to Dorgu. Dorgu's going to try and race away. Lewis pulls his shirt. That should be a yellow card and free kick. And indeed it is from the referee Anthony Taylor. Rico Lewis goes into the work, and I think that's him mainly frustrated with himself. It was a poor touch. He let Dorgu come away with the ball, and he just grabbed the right sleeve of the United left winger. Dorgu has the ball again. Fernandes tries to play it forward with the outside of his right foot. Cut out by Kusanov, and United have a throw on the near side. As I mentioned, next up for United, they're at home to Arsenal, then they're at home to Fulham. Well, it's a busy period ahead for City, as you'd expect. They've got Bodo Glimt in the Champions League away on Tuesday, then they're home to Wolves next Saturday, and they're home to Galatasaray. With the greatest respect to those sides, it's not the hardest run for a side like Manchester City, but they will need to dust themselves off if they're unable to get a victory tonight. Cross comes into the box towards Dorgu, and he puts the ball into the back of the net, and United have doubled their lead. What a fantastic start to Michael Carrick's reign as caretaker manager. Patrick Dorgu, who's been excellent on the left-hand side for Manchester United, pops up inside the 6-yard box and doubles United's lead with 14 minutes to go. And Old Trafford erupts, and City cannot believe what's going on. Rodri is shaking his head. City are an absolute mess, but this has been masterful by Manchester United. And it's Patrick Dorgu with his second goal of the season to make it Manchester United 2, Manchester City 0. And it was Amad Diallo twisting and turning. He did a reverse pass to Matheus Cunha, who picked the ball up on the far side. He ran at Nico O'Reilly, and then he hooked in across into the 6-yard box. And the City defenders are just watching the ball go by. They're not on their toes. Ake watches it. Dorgu gets in front of Rico Lewis. Kusanov is watching it, and Dorgu is able to put the ball against the post. It rattles into the net, and Michael Carrick has a massive smile on his face because his side are 2 up in the derby. Sir Alex Ferguson is loving it in the stands, and it's United 2, City 0. Semenyo. City try to put a cross in. Semenyo comes in, and it's cleared by United at the near post. Kusanov on the near side. Comes into Rodri. First time pass to Semenyo. It's cut out by United. United look so much more rejuvenated and motivated following their 2 goals. It's been a tough day, a tough Premier League debut for Antoine Semenyo. He looked good in the Cup for City. 2 man of the match performances in the FA Cup and the EFL Cup, but he struggled so far in this game. It was his cross that was cut out by Martinez. Bernardo Silva was trying to attack the near post, but United read the danger well. Rodri. Silva. Doku has to play the ball back to Ake. Rodri. In the 79th minute, United 2, City 0. Semenyo into Doku in a more central area. Through to Rico Lewis and Alessandro Martinez, who has been excellent in the heart of the United defence, clears the ball. City have it again. They spread it out to Semenyo on this near side. Shaw comes over to make the challenge. Semenyo gets away from him, but he's tackled by Dorgu. Fernandez helps his defence. Semenyo nicks the ball off the United captain. Inside it comes to Doku. United desperately defending against City, just like they've done so far all game, and then United concede a free kick for a foul on Rodri. Casemiro goes straight down to his backside. Of course, he's going to want to slow things down a little bit for United. He's taking some very heavy breaths there, the 33-year-old, as he just stretches his right leg, and it looks like City, and I think United as well, about to make some substitutions. And City are going to make a treble change. Reinders, Aït-Nouri and Mukasa are coming on. Silva, Doku and Haaland are all coming off. And I think that Erling Haaland is a little bit surprised about that. I've got to say, I think, to me, that will read as Pep Guardiola giving up on this game. I think when you're 2-0 down against Manchester United, your fiercest rivals, your top scorer, who has scored 20 goals and has scored 8 times in his career against Manchester United, when he comes off with 10 minutes to go, I think that's you giving up on the game. I think that's you trying to protect the player for a long season ahead. There's a standing ovation for the Manchester United midfielder Casemiro, as he's replaced by Manuel Ugarte. On comes the former Paris Saint-Germain midfielder. But City do have a free kick on the near side. Ugarte has to go straight in to try and defend. And it will be Ryan Shirky. He flicks the ball into the box. It's headed forward and then headed away by Ugarte. Pep Guardiola looks a frustrated figure on the sidelines. There's a lot of folded arms in the away ends. The City fans certainly not enjoying their short trip to Old Trafford this afternoon. The new manager bounce well in play for Manchester United. Of course, Carrick has the job until the end of the season, but it's always a huge audition. As Kusanov heads the ball away. City try and hook it forward towards Semenyo. Shaw should get there ahead of him, and he's able to just nod the ball back to his goalkeeper Lamens, who will wait as long as possible to finally pick the ball up. He waited for Mukasa to run right towards him. And Lamens kicks the ball long into City's half towards the Stretford end. Bounces towards Fernandes. He tries to flick it forward for Cunha, but City win the ball back, and Rodri tries to spread it out onto the left hand side, but it's a really poor pass towards reignite Nouri. Cunha picks the ball up for United, spreads it out to Dallo, inside to Amad Diallo. He plays it over to the left back Luke Shaw. He plays it forward to Patrick Dorgu, the goal scorer. He loses possession. It's Shirky. He tries to nick it past Luke Shaw, but that's good defending by the England international. It's Fernandes. Inside to Mainu. He's trying to get past the City defence, and Kusanov does just enough, and the ball rolls to the goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma. Donnarumma, who'd kept City in this game for a long time thanks to some brilliant saves. City have the ball on the far side with Ait Nouri, the substitute, the summer signing from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Of course, Ait Nouri joined City from Wolves. Cunha joined United from Wolves, and Wolves have really struggled without those two players this season, haven't they? Right at the bottom of the table. Kusanov. Brings the ball forward. He's right on the edge of United's box. He plays it back to Semenyo. Lovely little flick by Shirky through to Ryan as he drags a shot wide. City tried to keep it in play, but they're not going to be able to do so. But that was pure class again from Ryan Shirky. But Reinders just couldn't get his effort on target. It was Semenyo to Shirky. Lovely little flick through to Reinders. In fact, his shot just came off the heels of Sandro Martinez. It should be a corner kick, and I don't think it is. Gianni Reinders, Dutch midfielder, joined from AC Milan in the summer. Already got 5 goals in this campaign. Central midfielder as United try to attack on the near side with Cunha. He's been closed down by Kusanov. He goes right to the corner. He comes away from it. That's brilliant from the Brazilian. He gets the ball again, but he loses out to Rodri. Although United have it again with Fernandes. Mainu is near the United skipper. He tries a little back heel. Rico Lewis gets the ball in the corner flag, but he's fouled by Fernandes, and City will have a free kick. Shirky wants to take it quickly, but the referee says you've got to take it further back. Fernandez can't believe it. Fernandez is saying that the foul is right by the corner flag. Anthony Taylor is telling Gianluigi Donnarumma to hurry up. With the side 2-0 down, Donnarumma does want to hurry up. He kicks it long, it's cut out by Ugarte, he heads the ball forward. Dorgu's trying to race onto it, but that's excellent defended by Kusanov. The referee has blown his whistle already. Assuming that was for an offside on Dorgu. I couldn't see the official's flag on the far side. City have the ball nonetheless. With Kusanov on the halfway line now. We're in the 87th minute now at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United 2, Manchester City 0. Semenyo back to Kusanov. Shirky. Ball comes all the way through to Mikasa. Martinez makes a challenge. City still have the ball on the edge of the area. Reinders twisting and turning, comes out to Aït-Nouri, trying to get onto his left foot. Good defending by Dallo. It's Shirky right to the feet of Mikasa. Shot comes in right on the edge of the box from Rico Lewis, but he can't get it on target. Goes well over the bar. And another wasted opportunity for Manchester City. Michael Carrick watches on. They're away at Arsenal next, then they're home to Fulham, then they're home to Spurs, away to West Ham, away to Everton, and then home to Crystal Palace. That's their next 6 Premier League fixtures. Of course, they are out of all the cup competitions now, and in fact they'll play only 40 games this season. That's their shortest campaign since the 1914-1915 season. Ball is bouncing on the halfway line. United have it with Cunha. Semenyo tries to put a foot in and referee says play on. Semenyo has the ball, getting on the near side. He plays it inside to Shirky. United steal the ball off him. It's Mainu now. United have shown great tenacity in this game, closing down City very, very quickly. The game plan has worked to perfection for Michael Carrick. They've defended for long spells in this game, but they've defended brilliantly. Lamens hasn't had to make too many saves. Gianluigi Donnarumma has had to make a lot more saves, and when they've hit City on the break, they've been ruthless. It's Fernandez. Puts a cross in, that's far too close to the goalkeeper Donnarumma, and he rolls the ball out to Nico O'Reilly. Time is running out for Manchester City. O'Reilly brings the ball into United's half. He's running at the United defence. He's got Aït-Nouri to his left. It goes wide to the Algerian. He comes onto his right foot. Decides not to shoot. Gives the ball to Shirky. He flicks the ball over the top to Reinders. United want an offside flag to go up. It doesn't. Reinders has the ball just inside the penalty box. He slips it down the line. I think Ugarte gets a foot in. The ball is still in play. Cross comes in. Headed away by Luke Shaw. Kusanov tries to head the ball forward. Luke Shaw with a towering header, clambering all over a City player. Dorgu is now down, and United are on the attack here. Ball comes through to Diallo. They'll try to get there ahead of Ake. He's running through into the penalty box, trying to come away from Ake. Shot comes in, and it rattles the post. A really good opportunity for Amad Diallo and Manchester United to get a third. He's laying down on his back at the moment. I think in exhaustion from that run. The City now have the ball with Rodri. It's Ryan Shirky racing into the United box. He plays a heavy pass to Mikasa, who can't control the ball. The United come away with it. They spread it out to Dorgu, who's got the chance to run into City's half. Kusanov is following him. He slows things down. He gives the ball back to his skipper, Fernandez, who spreads it out to Diallo. Diallo heads it back to Cunha, who's in the centre circle. United will now slow things down. They spread it over to Fernandez. We're going to have 5 additional minutes at the end of this second half. as Fernandes can't control the pass and the ball goes out for a throw on the near side. It was a brilliant opportunity for United. Fernandes played the ball forward to Diallo. He got to it ahead of Ake. He raced away as he cut inside against the Dutch defender. He shot with his right foot. Donnarumma couldn't reach it, but it just swung its way towards the post, and United were so close to capping off a nearly perfect performance against Manchester City. As Michael Carrick makes a couple of changes in second half stoppage time. Aidan Heaven and Mason Mount are coming on, and Luke Shaw and Bruno Fernandes, who's been excellent for United this afternoon, come off. Mason Mount, the former Chelsea midfielder, England international of course. Heaven has just slipped in on the left side of the United defence. It looks like they'll go to a back five, I think. I think Dorgu will play left back as Amad Diallo's on the attack again. He slips it through to Cunha. United on the attack. Mount is free in the centre and he puts the ball into the back of the net. And United have a third. What a day for Michael Carrick and co. I think that's Mason Mount's first touch since coming on. It's brilliant from Diallo, Cunha and Mount. And Carrick and his team have a third goal against Manchester City. It really is a day to forget for Pep Guardiola. Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex, has a